Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone had a great new year. So let's go ahead and get started with today's topic. Today's topic is vent lines. Should you extend them? Should you not extend them? Do you need to extend them? Well, let me give you my take on things and let me show you where they are in case you don't know. I do have a couple helpers here today. I've got Bella and Larry. On your Honda Pioneer 1000, you have 5 vent lines. You got your front differential, the front fan, you got your rear differential, the sub transmission, and you got your gas tank. So a lot of people like to extend these because they go mud riding or they're out in the swamps. Out here in Arizona, you don't really need to extend them, but there are 2 that I am going to extend, and that is the sub transmission and the gas tank, and I'll show you why. So let's go ahead and do a quick walk around and where everything is. As you can see, I've got the hood off, the seat off, and the dump bed up. So first, let's start off with the rear differential. If you go back to your rear differential and take a close look, right here is your vent line. You want to follow that up. And if you do, you'll see that it comes up here to this bracket, it goes around and plugs in right here. And in my opinion, for what I like to do and the type of riding that I do, we're not going to replace that. What that's saying is that vent line is safe up until about just over the top of the tire. Now these tires are a 29-inch tall tire. One day it may go to a bigger tire, but that means I gotta go through more than 2 feet of water, and I just won't. And the reason being is I don't want my butt to get wet. So I know that the water is tire depth or below, I should be safe. Remember, I have the load leveling rear suspension, so in theory, it should keep it up. So while we're over here, you got your rear differential. You also got your shift box. So your shift box, remember in the previous video where this adjusts your rear locking differential, you actually have a cable, air vent right here. And that air vent goes all the way around up just to the back of this cross member here for your seat. If you put your finger back there, you can feel it. Fortunately, it's really hard to see, but you can see this right there. So I'm not going to worry about that one either, because it's essentially seat height above the tires. Okay, so here we are in the front. So we have 2 vent lines here. The first one is going to be your radiator fan. If you look, it's this clear hose right here, and it goes up into the motor. Let's see if we can get back here. And then goes up, and it pretty much ends, see if the camera can see that, at the top of the radiator. The other line that we have comes out of the front differential, which, let's see, it's right here, just like the rear differential. Now this one's a little trickier. It goes up, goes across the vehicle. Let's walk around. Right here, top of the shock, and it goes actually up underneath the dash. Again, when I'm looking at this, both of these vent lines are above the tire. So let me show you the 2 that I am going to extend and how we're going to do it. So the 2 vent lines that I'm going to extend are underneath the seat. So I've already removed the seat and pulled back the rubber heat shield that Honda puts in for their comfort kit. And let me show you the sub transmission and the gas tank. So when you pull back the cover, the sub transmission is right here at the top. And as you can see, it's just above the seat. So my problem is when I found this vent line, it was just tucked up underneath here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this vent line back up behind the seat, up into the air intake, because really you can't go any deeper than the seat because you got your air intake right behind here. The gas tank vent line is right here. It's very short. Now, when I found it, there's a hole into the frame where it was to hold it. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this gas tank vent line and I'm going to vent it up underneath the seat. For those of you wondering, there are a couple people out there that make kits to extend your vent lines. I'll put a link in the description below on where I bought mine. That doesn't mean you buy yours there. You could probably go down to the auto parts store if you can figure out the right size vacuum hose and do it even cheaper. They cost about $30. So let me show you what it comes in the kit. The one I bought comes with the kit and they put it literally in sandwich bags. So you get your fuel sub-transmission, rear diff shift box, and you get your front diff and fan. So what they say to do on the front diff and fan, you can see in there, there's a Y connector to connect them. The rear diff and the shift box, they want you to do the same thing. And then on the fuel and sub-transmission, you actually need to do those separate because you have fuel vapors. And you don't want to mix the fuel vapors getting into your sub-transmission with the extra heat. You just want to go straight out. A lot of these kits want you to route all the vent lines up your roll cage and vent it at the top. Some kits come with filters, some don't. This kit didn't because really you're not going to have any water up here. But again, I didn't intend to use the kit as it was designed. So let's go ahead and let me get these routed. Let me show you the end result. Okay, so I went ahead and I put the barb into the new tube that came with it and into the factory vent from the fuel line, and the same with the sub transmission. Now, just in case you're wondering, this is your oil level, how you check it on the sub transmission. For those of you who have never done it, it's a good thing to look at. So I'm going to route both of these the same. I'm just going to tuck this one up under here. I will do some zip ties later, and I will tuck this one around. Now, one thing to make sure is that you do not pinch the fuel line vent. It will actually cause more problems for your Pioneer than you realize. Okay, I have those two vent lines routed. Remember, I'm not doing this per the instructions, which say go up here. I did it my own way because I don't see a lot of water. So I routed, if you look, both of vent lines come up underneath the seat right here. I did take the air cleaner cover off, and as you can see, routed there, up and over to there. Okay, there you have it. It's all buttoned up, good to go. Out of the 6 vent lines, I felt I only needed to extend the 2 for the occasional creek or river crossing that I seem to run into in Arizona. If you're out in Louisiana, Florida, Mississippi, you like to do all the mud and vents, definitely going to want to extend your vent lines. Remember, I cheated. Everyone wants to go all the way up. I only went just above the seat. With the 2 I extended, I went to the top of the air box. So let me know in the comments below, do you think you need to extend your vent lines, or are you going to? I put a link to the kit I bought in the description below. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you liked the video. Let me know what you want to see in the comments. Click that subscribe button, and until next time.